Whoa, this is crazy. President Biden is planning on signing an executive order for the American people this month. This is all because Senate Democrat Joe Manchin has just announced that he will not vote to eliminate or weaken the filibuster. Friends, remember, I'm here every day for this community as your daily advocate. I want to help everyone, including seniors, Social Security, SSI, SSDI, RRB, and VA beneficiaries to stay up to date on the latest, most reliable, and accurate news on the next round of stimulus checks. Also, in a video later today, I will be announcing the winners of this week's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway. Please do make sure to watch until the end of this video to learn how you can enter the giveaway.
George, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to go back to the first year anniversary and ask you if there's anything that surprised you in the first year. And I'm thinking of a couple things that weren't being talked about. A year ago at inauguration, everybody was excited about vaccines. Now you have anti-vax groups. Trump was being impeached. Now he controls the opposition party. And there was no talk of inflation at the time of
A lot's happened in a year. I would say, actually, if we look back at data, around the time or shortly before the inauguration, only about a third of the American public was willing to get vaccinated, and now we're over 80%. So actually, that's an area where there has been an enormous amount of progress made. There has been some surprising components, including the fact that many people who were opposed to getting vaccinated, we assumed that because it was a vaccine that was approved, one of them at least, by under a Republican president, that the FDA had given formal approval in September, and obviously given the dire impacts of the virus, that there wouldn't be as much vaccine hesitancy. But that's one of the reasons that we took a number of the steps we did over the course of the fall. I would say that, of course, you look back and there are initiatives and that the president has fought for that have historically not been partisan. And I don't know if that's a surprise, but voting rights is certainly an example of them. And as I've said a few times from here, there are 16 Republicans sitting in the Senate who have supported voting rights protections in the past. So I'm not sure if that's surprising, but that certainly is not a development in the right direction.
Has he been surprised at the difficulty in bringing Republicans along to his views?
Well, I think a lot of people are surprised 19 Republicans voted for the infrastructure bill and 5 or 6 voted in the Senate, and 5 or 6 voted in the House. There are again initiatives and policies that have historically had bipartisan support, like voting rights, that have become unfortunately perceived as a partisan issue. Go ahead.
Today, Democratic Senator Joe Manchin vowed that he will not vote to eliminate or weaken the filibuster, which is the latest blow to Democratic hopes of changing the Senate rules to pass legislation through Congress. Joe Manchin issued a statement reaffirming his position shortly after fellow centrist Senator Kristen Sinema said she would also not support changing the filibuster. Friends, it is really ridiculous how Kristen Sinema and Joe Manchin are not willing to change the Senate rules so that more important legislation can pass through Congress. It just seems like the senators, Manchin and Sinema, only care about themselves and not the American people. In his announcement today, Senator Manchin told Americans, "As I have said many times before, I will not vote to eliminate or weaken the filibuster." Manchin has long warned that he doesn't support a party line rules change and has been wary of changes to the legislative filibuster, which requires 60 votes for most legislation to advance more broadly. Joe Manchin said that his colleagues pushing for the rules changes do so without fully understanding the long-term institutional and democratic damage that this will do to the Senate and our nation, and that it would pour fuel onto the fire of political whiplash and dysfunction that is tearing this nation apart. So friends, what are your thoughts on Joe Manchin's recent announcement on not willing to change the Senate's rules? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. But friends, I do have some good news, everyone. According to NBC News, President Biden is reportedly planning to push his legislative agenda via an executive order as early as this month. The executive actions are still being finalized, but are expected to be rolled out very soon as the administration tries to achieve policy goals leading up to the president's State of the Union address in March. Many lawmakers have been urging President Biden to take executive action and pass more bills to provide relief to the American people right now. Biden has definitely been quiet over these past few weeks, but this week, President Biden seems tired of waiting for lawmakers in Congress to reach a deal. Friends, the keyword for this video is dictionary. If you would like to enter today's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway, please click and like this video, comment below this keyword, and also please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Progressive Caucus Chair Pramila Jayapal has already called on President Biden to use executive action to enact pieces of the Democrats' Build Back Better agenda. This includes President Biden's signature climate and social spending package, which will include more stimulus relief for millions of Americans. In my opinion, I would like President Biden to use executive action to pass the entire bill. Democratic lawmakers are not going to be satisfied with passing a much smaller relief package that leaves the American people behind. Using executive action, our lawmakers and Biden can ensure that Congress does actually tackle critical issues like climate change and stimulus relief payments. So during a recent press conference, Pramila Jayapal told reporters it is important that President Biden keeps his promise to us and the American people by using the ultimate tool in his toolbox of executive action in every arena immediately. Executive action would mean that President Biden would not need the approval of Republicans to pass the legislation. This means more stimulus checks and boosted benefits for Americans are struggling financially right now. So it's unclear what pieces of the roughly $2 trillion Build Back Better package could be enacted by President Biden and withstand legal challenges. But many progressives are continuing to press Biden to take action and to also make tackling climate change and expanding monthly child tax credit payments his top priority. When asked about Senator Joe Manchin's opposition to the bill's provisions, Jayapal told reporters, "Whatever cost the senator claimed to be concerned about, it will cost exponentially more to act later, after the damage has occurred both in dollars and in humans. We cannot pass up our singular opportunity to address the scope of this crisis." Friends, that's the end of this daily stimulus update video. Thank you so very much for everyone who's watching with me daily. Please do make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and click and like this video. And also, please share this video with your friends and family. Thank you so much, friends, and have a very blessed Friday.